We're gonna talk about one of Boy Meets Minnie's favorite unks. He loves this man. He loves Kash Patel, don't you? One of your fucking favorite guys to talk about is this the current FBI director who I guess doesn't want to get in the middles of the girlies fighting. The girlies are fighting Elon and Trump. They're fighting. All right, what do we got here? Wow, Elon Musk's tweet about Trump being in the Epstein files was posted while Joe Rogan was interviewing Kash Patel. All right, first off, why the fuck is Joe Rogan interviewing Kash Patel, bro? Probably giving him like a complete softball interview, by the way, as well. Because that man, Joe Rogan, ain't fucking challenging anyone in power. That motherfucker, Kash Patel, the only reason why his dumbass probably feels comfortable of going on to Joe Rogan is because his dumbass fucking knows he's not gonna get any fucking hard questions or anything complicated. So, that's cool. And also, if I recall correctly, I'm pretty sure that Elon deleted that tweet, didn't he? He deleted the fucking Epstein-Arino tweeterino. So I guess Elon ended up capitulating. Damn. Pussy. But yeah, Kash Patel, fucking podcast Andy. The fact that we get I don't know, psycho fucking podcast people. Because Dan Bongino, he runs a podcast in Rumble, and he's like the FBI deputy director or some shit. And then, you have Janine Pirro, who's just a Fox News bumblefuck or something. I remember Dan Bongino went on Fox News just to bitch and complain about having a normal job. And it's just holy fuck. How fucking I don't know, how much of a fucking loser ass fart sniffer are you, dude? Imagine crying and complaining about having a job. Yeah, man. That's definitely gonna make you come off well to the American people. Fantastic, excellent. Patel was clearly caught off guard. Rogan, Jesus Christ. I'm not participating in any of that fucking conversation. Okay, wait, time out. Wait, that's literally what you're supposed... That's your job, bro. What? That's literally what you're supposed to do. What? That's it. That's your thing. You're federal police. You should probably be looking into this stuff. I have a feeling he's not going to look into this stuff, guys. Jesus Christ, that's a crazy thing to say. How does he know? What do you mean? Wait, wasn't Trump in the fucking little black book or some shit? What? In the fucking Epstein, the little black book or some shit? Is that what it's called? The Epstein Black Book? He was in there. And we all know the fucking goddamn what? We know the fucking images, right? He's done was it an interview? They've been filmed together. They were filmed together in 1992. They were had multiple pictures taken together as well. And what's the clip? Epstein saying Trump is a good friend. Where's the clip? Jeffrey Epstein details close relationship with Trump in newly released tapes. Recordings from 2017 reveal Epstein talking for some 100 hours about the ex-president, journalist Michael Wolff says. New York author and journalist released this audio tapes that appeared to detail how Trump had a close social relationship with the late sex trafficker Jeffrey Epstein that he has long denied. Right, the Fire and Fury fucking podcast, right? Released as a part of the Fire and Fury podcast by Michael Wolff, author of 3 books about Trump's first term and 2020 bid for a second, and James Truman, former NME journalist and Condé Nast, editorial director, include Epstein's thoughts about the inner workings of the former U.S. president's inner circle. Wolff says the recordings were made during a 2017 discussion with Epstein about his biography. Epstein died by suicide. Sure. While awaiting trial on sex trafficking charges 2 years later. Despite his crimes, the wealthy financier was at the heart of a social circle of the rich and the powerful in the United States, and overseas that contain many famous names. Trump once praised Epstein in conversation with New York Magazine in 2002, calling him a terrific guy and hinted at his interest in women on the young side. He loves them on the younger side, folks. Let me tell you, he's a big fan of the younger folks. But he claimed the pair had fallen out 15 years before Epstein was convicted on a prostitution solicitation charge in Florida in 2008. Yeah, all right. I'm not a fan of his, that I could tell you, the president said after Epstein was arrested on federal sex trafficking charges in 2019. Reveal Epstein recalling how that then President Trump played his circle off against each other. His people fight each other, and then he poisons the well outside, he says. Author named Steve Bannon, Reince Priebus, and Kellyanne Conway as being among the acolytes and officials Trump played off of each other like courtiers to a competitive court. Very, very funny. So that's cool. Who would have thought that Jeffrey Epstein, known friend of Donald Trump, might have had a bunch of stuff to do with within the Epstein files. Crazy. Does he know that Donald Trump is in the Epstein files? It's been he's in the Jeffrey Epstein little black book, wasn't he? We don't know. We don't know if he's been on Little St. James. That was the child diddling island. Okay. We don't know about that, but he was in the fucking black book, right? He was in the logs of Jeffrey Epstein's was the Lolita Express or some shit. So he was in there, which is really fucking sus. Does he have access to the Epstein files? Patel. I don't know how he would, but I'm just staying out of the Trump-Elon thing. That's way out of my lane. I know my lane, and that ain't it. Isn't that quite literally your lane? You're supposed to investigate shit like that. Right? That's literally your job as the director of the FBI. Okay, whatever.
This is going to come up because it's been going on since we've been recording here. Elon and Trump seem to be in a bit of a spat. Joe, you want to check the tweet that Elon just put out a little bit ago?
Time to drop the really big bomb. Donald Trump is in the Epstein files. That's the real reason they have not been made public. Have a nice day. Jesus Christ.
I mean, as much as Elon is on a schizo binge, because he's really upset about, and from what the knowledge that we now know for as to why Elon left and was not happy with the big beautiful bill, it was not only the non-codification of the Doge cuts, that's one of the factors, but also he wasn't getting what he wanted in terms of a higher up in NASA who would have been pro-Elon, and a lot of the bullshit with the FAA. He was not also getting his way there, because again, the main problem was Elon wasn't playing ball with the corruption that the Republican Party was pushing for. He was not playing ball, and as a result, he had to go because the Republicans just fucking hated working with him.
I'm not participating in any of that conversation
What
between
is
Elon
Have
and
a
Trump.
nice day, DJD. Someone should take his phone away.
They're going back.
Yeah, exactly, Boy Meets Minnie. Yeah, because I think as I said before, when the girlies they were fighting, our girlies Elon and Trump. It's two incredibly fucking narcissistic, egotistical maniacs butting heads with one another, right? Those are always going to be incredibly fucking explosive.
And forth about different things. And
Yeah. Listen,
Well, he said he was disappointed in Elon.
That was a good AOC meme, I agree.
Jesus Christ, that's a crazy thing to say. How does he know? Does he know that Donald Trump is in the Epstein files? Or does he?
I mean, we know a lot about what Epstein thought, right? I mean, Trump with Jeffrey Epstein. We know, right? This. They're on TV together. This is the TV clip, right? Yikes.
Does he have access to the Epstein files?
I don't know how he would, but I'm just staying out of the Trump Elon thing. That's way outside.
I mean, him and his Discord groiper kittens, to be fair, maybe I do think that probably Kash Patel might be telling the truth there about how he has even though that this is kind of his responsibility, he's supposed to fucking know. I feel like that could be a potential big security breach. Like speaking as like a humble sort of IT technician, okay? That might be a bit of a security problem, okay? Like just a little bit. And you are what? The top intelligence officer? You should probably know how he might have gotten access with that. Maybe like his Discord groiper kittens went poking around in some random files, copy and pasted some shit by accident, put in a fucking private server somewhere, and Elon just fucking opened that shit. I don't know, like. But I feel like you should probably know. I'm just saying.
What the fuck are they doing?
I know my lane, and that ain't it.
I just don't. I mean, I understand he owns Twitter. I think it's bad for your mental health. I think posting things public all day and arguing with people all day is bad for you.
Well, you raise a great point. Sorry to.
I mean, Joe's not wrong there. I mean, he's correct. If you want to, like, I don't know, experience like true ego death or some shit, you can be like a sort of like perennial Twitter poster. I guess. Sure, man. Whatever.
To cut you off.
Go ahead.
Half of what we have to respond to is the click army on social media.
Oh, I think like Kash Patel actually kind of goes into like a not terrible point about how most of the people on like social media are like 50%. That's not a terrible. I don't disagree with that. He's correct there. But this is like a pretty fucking pathetic defense. Like, bro, it's your job. You're kind of supposed to know how this like random special government employee that was brought on got the information from the Epstein files. Or did he get information from the... I mean, he deleted the tweet, right? He got rid of that stuff. But again, we know why fucking Elon went on the fucking binge that he went on. It's because he got fucking mad. He's mad that he's not getting anything his way, basically, in terms of consolidating more control and power for himself. Because the broader Republican establishment and Donald Trump, they don't like working with him. Even though, like, Elon's points about the big, beautiful bill are correct. Nah, I don't think so, Boy Meets Minnie. I don't think so. Jeffrey Epstein mostly like worked in with the East Coast, with people in the East Coast, not really with Silicon tech billionaires. Let's be honest here. Probably thought they were all a bunch of like way too big of fucking weirdos, and probably just not very like interesting, sociable fucking people whatsoever. I think, right? I don't think there's like a lot of like Silicon fucking Valley people in the fucking Black Book. I'll be honest. Elon's definitely not in there. Why the fuck would he say this shit, right? But yeah, I'll give you that, Kash Patel. I'll give you that one thing, buddy. You are correct in terms of like dealing with like 50% like social media bot bullshit. I'll give you that one. What we got here? Kash Patel says the FBI won't release certain Jeffrey Epstein videos because we're not going to re-victimize women. Oh, so now we're all fucking woke and we care about the thoughts and feelings of women. Oh, really? Couldn't this be used? Okay. I saw this argument, and I pretty much 100% agree with it. Couldn't this be basically fucking be used in order to justify like never investigating any rape accusations at all? Like the entirety of Me Too just gets completely sort of the basis of Me Too is just completely and utterly just broken, pointless, and useless. Because, well, why would we look into these sexual assault allegations? We might re-victimize the women, and they may get like, I don't know, berated by dumbasses on social media. Maybe they'll get raped again or some shit. Well, let's see. What do we got here?
What about the video from the island?
Oh, sorry. So you're talking about two different things.
Yes. Sorry.
So again, we're going to give you everything we can, and people have to remember, we're not going to re-victimize women. We're not going to put that shit back out there.
Very, very woke.
Because then he wins. Not doing it. You want to hate me for it? Fine.
Wait, he wins. Wait, what? What do you mean by that?
Women. We're not going to put that shit back out there. It's not happening because then he wins. Not doing it. You want to hate me for it? Fine. Again, logical play out. If there was...
That's not very fucking logical. Again, because like I said before, if you were to just not put out any of that information, right? Like, quite literally, you're sending the signal that we're just not going to really look into, any fucking rapes that women suffer from. Because, if we do, that can re-victimize the women. And, I don't know, as one of the, most powerful and top law enforcement officials within the country, you should probably be more considerate of what you're saying when it comes to stuff like that. I'm just throwing that out there. I may be like a fucking woke-tard, fucking lib shit, whatever idiot, stupid nonsense you want to say. But I'm just going to put that out there. It might be a good thing to say, like, we should still probably put out as much as we can and not talk about the re-victimization of women. Because that's like the same argument, for example, that, like, I don't know, like, alleged sex offenders can also use now. It's like, well, why are you trying to put out this information out there? We don't want to re-victimize the women. Dude, imagine fucking, like, I don't know, Destiny's fucking lawyer hears this fucking argument and starts using this fucking argument in order to try to defend Destiny. That would be so fucking funny.
There's a video of some guy or gal committing felonies on an island, and I'm in charge. Don't you think you'd see it?
If you have access to it.
Again, like Kash Patel, you have to be, it also really is very contextual, right? If it's someone that's really big and powerful and within the Donald Trump sphere of influence, are you really going to put that shit out? Because that's mostly the people who are doing stuff like that. It's rich people. If they're like child sex offenders. Why? I don't know. It's all about displays of power. That's the point, right? What do the first order principles with a lot of the bourgeoisie, the billionaires and whatnot? First order principle. What do these people care about first and foremost? Maintenance of hierarchy and control. What better way of doing it besides, I don't know, diddling fucking kids? The ultimate expression of power. It's morbid and horrible that I'm saying that. But it is. Wretched. But then again, we're talking about billionaires and millionaires. These people are wretched human beings.
If I have it. Period.
Right.
If I have it.
So,
where else would it be?
right, if you have it.
Right.
But you can't say that you have it
No, we're giving you everything we have.
so far.
Everything we have so far is
Have
the
you guys
universe.
gone over all the video that's available?
Yeah, that's what I'm telling you. That's what takes so much damn time.
Right.
Have they? So far, the only thing that's come out of the fucking dropping of the Epstein files was like that stupid like Chaya Raychik fucking photo op, and like it basically like fizzled out because again it was all just like red meat fucking bullshit for the base. That was the point of it, right? They were never gonna actually release any of the information in those fucking goddamn files because do you know how many powerful fucking people it implicates? Wouldn't be a good look for them now, would it?
And
And is there video from the island?
not of what you want. The people out there have filled the void with can't wait to see X, Y, or Z.
Right, speculation.
That's kind of a moving of the goalposts. That's not like Joe Rogan didn't ask that question, right? Joe Rogan, because he's an idiot, decided to go along with Kash Patel kind of moving the goalposts there. He asked about if there has been any fucking video evidence. Kash didn't really answer that. That's a yes or no question, right? Like, you had to say yes or no to that, and he just said, like, not that you want to see. And it's just like, but people are just going to, like, speculate on a bunch of bullshit. It's just like, it's not really an answer to the question. Like, it'd be really weird if, like, Jeffrey Epstein had a bunch of fucking why would he fucking film that shit, right? That's really weird. Very, very fucking weird. Why would he have that? But, whatever. I guess it's, like, blackmail material on, like, all the rich and powerful people that he had on the fucking island. I mean, that's a reason, I guess, but like, sure, whatever. But yeah, mostly, here's the thing. Gosh, my dude-erino, this is kind of your job. Like, you're supposed to look into stuff like this. Like, really powerful people potentially committing federal fucking crimes. Food for thought. You should probably be doing your job, but I don't know. I think mostly like with what Kash Patel wants to do is he would prefer to just like post like idiotic conspiracy theories and just kind of like go along with I don't know, like trying to bully a bunch of fucking I don't know, like press mergers and stuff like that, and like sort of wield like shit like that as like a way to get like media companies into fucking compliance. That's what they did with ABC News, for example, right? Big merger trying to go on right now through the FCC. There's a John Oliver segment about this. It was really good. Big merger between Skydance and Paramount that's trying to go through right now. Trump sues ABC for a 60 Minutes clip, which was, it was complete idle conjecture and bullshit. But ABC decides to just settle out with the fucking president because they care more about the merger and they don't want the president weighing on the fucking scales of the merger. Which, real fucking pussy to your shit. Wait, I thought we cared about press freedoms, ABC. Like, your fucking stupid ass CEO said that they care about it. But what happened? What happened? It's almost as if these fucking stupid billionaires and millionaires never really gave a shit about that at all. Who would have thought? Crazy. But yeah, I don't know. Not really much else to say here besides, I don't know, buddy. Like, this is kind of your job. This is what you're supposed to do. To bring, people to fucking justice and shit like that. Like, arrest people if they break the law. But, let's be honest here. Kash Patel would rather just send out FBI agents to help, like, the Gestapo to bash in the heads of immigrants or some stupid shit or whatever nonsense, or, like, spread dumbass conspiracy theories. Yeah, we all know about the fucking meme. Yeah, Kash being full of shit, as always.